What's good, everybody? Opportunity here, and I just wanted to drop a quick guide just for the people that work 9 to 5, just like me, just trying to get a little bit better at Call of Duty because it is a hobby, and if you play it a lot, you kind of want to get better. If that's what you want to do, please like and subscribe, and let me know if this video was informational. So, kind of break it up. I'll go from aiming to movement, and then things to work on from private match to regular game. So for aiming, the first thing is centering, and I know a lot of people talk about this, but I played a lot of FPSs, and centering goes a long way. Just because, for example, like a lot of games like Rainbow, like I play controller and on PC, so I face most mouse and keyboard. So centering was a big piece because with mouse and keyboards you can flick and all that stuff. So if I'm not on the person automatically or even remotely close, I usually get slammed on. So a lot of things centering does help a lot, even though you hear a lot of people talking about, oh, just bring your reticle up and just walk around. A lot of things with centering is where people usually sit. And I think Rainbow did help me with this, but you can, even if you never play Rainbow, you can get better because I'm kind of going to teach you how to center properly. So to start off with, if let's say someone's in here, right? You come up these stairs and you're looking down. If someone's right there, you're gonna have to snap up and look. So everyone knows kind of that. But let's say someone's right here and you're centering. You're gonna pull around this corner, you're gonna look here, and then naturally, if you know people sit in this corner, you're gonna look here and then clear this. And if you know people sit here, you're gonna clear that as well. So it's kind of like if you die to that spot, you're naturally gonna look in it. So it's gonna look basically some like this, and like fast motion, you're gonna go boom. You're not gonna actually aim in, but you're gonna go like boom, boom, and then slide in or whatever movement you're gonna do, and then boom, and then upstairs is clear. And this is more like a rank tactic. But let's say, you're not playing rank, you're just pup stomping, right? You pup stomp, you're gonna go in here, and usually people are either in this corner, in this corner if it's hard point. Then people are in those two corners, and if no one's there, you definitely know someone's in this corner. So you might G slide into this corner to catch them off guard because you move a little faster, or you might prone shot like this, or you might jump around the corner. So with centering, someone's in this corner, but you don't know if someone's gonna be laying down, standing up. So it'll be quick. You laying down, standing up, or just crouch. So it kind of helps you keep the fluidity when you're moving around the map, so you know where people are at, just in case you gotta make. If you're wrong just a little bit, he's not right here. He's right here. You can make a quick snap, and if you're centering correctly, you might do chest to head damage more than feet to waist damage. So that's a big thing with centering. And like, let's say come around this corner, give a perfect example. Someone might be right here, and then once you start turning, somebody might be right here, yellow car. But right when you get outside of this, somebody might be Jeep. So it's kind of like, you kind of got to know the map to center. I don't think a lot of people talk about that, and where most people sit at. Because there might be like off ones, like someone, instead of sitting back here, someone's right here, or someone's by the red or the yellow bus right here. So with centering, if someone's close by Jeep, but you catch them right here, you can snap onto their head. And with Peeker's advantage, because you're moving and they're sitting still, you may be able to, if you jump shot, catch them off guard. So that's kind of the quick tip of centering. I think a lot of people talk about it a lot, but I think if you just go into matches and actually be like, oh, okay, this person sits right here. People, when you turn this corner, either someone may be right here or in front of the door. If not, they may be around this area. So if you already, you came from green, you already checked yellow, or yellow car. So from there, you're like, okay, bet, let's just pull up right here. Or if you go in this building and hard points in here, most definitely someone's either in this corner, or that corner. So you can definitely chal it the way that you want to and actually get into it. So, I mean, that's kind of centering in my opinion. There's really nothing. Everyone just says just bring your analog stick up and I mean head level, which I mean yes, but there's more to it because you actually got to think about okay, if people are sitting in certain spots, how do they sit in certain spots? Because this one I might look low instead of looking high. And when I chow this, I'm gonna look high instead of sitting low because I know where people tend to do in certain spots. But yeah, if you actually want to practice centering and like keep your head around, like keep your dot on head level, I would just look at this mannequin, kind of aim at the neck, and then just walk around because naturally, you know, people aren't fucking 7 feet tall. So you're just gonna sit right here, kind of, and this is where people's heads would be at. So you could try to practice like that and just walk around, snapping on certain areas somebody would be at, and then just from there, in real game, just remember where people actually sit at in certain maps, and then you can kind of dictate how your centering's getting better and stuff like that. So enough about centering because I know a lot of people heard about it. We can get into kind of the movement. With Omni movement, you can slide different directions, which is good. So basically, you can slide cancel right, left, front, and back if you want to. You can insta prone, insta drop, slide into a prone. You can slide cancel into a jump. You can bunny hop, but it's not that good. But there's a lot of moves you can do, and I play on a Vitrix, or I think that's what it's called, controller, just because I was into Tekken a lot, so I just bought kind of like a fighting controller that had pads, and because you can interchange like the D-pad. So, what you can do with like movement, let's say that person's challenged, you can go in here and then drop really fast and kill that dude if you know he's there. There's a lot of things that you can do, but like I said with centering, if you know they're there, it kind of helps. It kind of goes. It all coincides with each other. Your centering is gonna be good. So when your movement and your centering is fine, then you can actually start kind of making plays. So what I mean by that is like, let's say you're in ranked and you know somebody, there's two people in this corner and that corner. You throw a nade, make one leave. You could kind of play it to where I know if I chow this person, if I throw a nade here, he's gonna rotate out. So you know to kill him, and then from there you can either G slide to catch him off, or he might slide into you saying you're weak. You might back up and play it a little bit different. So with movement, you can kind of play it how you kind of want to, and just always have the advantage in your court when you're actually taking gunfights. So how to get better with movement is to practice it, I would say, in private match. And then from there, actually go into whatever game mode you like to play and force yourself to do those movements. So let's say, you know, I play Nuketown 24/7 a lot. So hard point that's in here, if I'm trying to G slide, and if you want it, I can make a tutorial on how to do all this movement, but you G sliding is just aiming in, jumping, aiming in, and sliding. It just makes you go faster than just regular, just jumping and sliding. So if that's the case, if I know someone's in this corner, I'll slide aim in, and that was kind of a bad one. Hold on, let me see. There you go. I'll slime it, aim in, and do it, and move like that, because then that person has to track me, and 9 times out of 10, he's not gonna track me fast enough if I'm doing this. And then so that's just one thing that I was working on, like with the G slide, because I mean that's kind of the most newest move tech in the game. And so from there, I was I just every time hardpoint was there, I would do it every single time. Even around this corner, I would do it. Even that corner, I would do it. In all the houses, outside, if I knew somebody was right here, I would try to G slide because usually they're laying down. and I would just try to do it as much as possible. So when I when I think it's a good time to use certain move techs, that's when I use it. So it just gave me more comfortable to actually do it in game. Because I think the biggest thing is like people use move techs in like private match or they try to practice it, but they don't actually take it in game. Like you're not gonna do it right automatically. And from there, that's kind of like the movement guide part. I know it's not like anything like, oh, do these this time, but it's more just like, you can take 30 minutes to go in a private match and then take that into a real game. You're not going to get better like overnight. That's not how anything works. So you just got to keep practicing and practicing. And like you can learn like what you need to work on. So like let's say you know your movement's fire, but your aim's bad. Well, if you're on PC, you can do aim labs, whatever. If you're on console, you can bring out bots. You can shoot bots without aim assist. You can do headshots only. You can 1v1 friends if they're trying to get better too. Because at the end of the day, if you're actually going for like a goal or anything, then from there, if you got some friends that are like, hey, I'm just trying to get better type shit, then from there, you can actually 1v1 each other, and that will grow you guys as well because y'all could practice. Oh, let me try to drop shot. It's a drop shot. What does that look like on your screen? Oh, let me try to slide into a lay down and then jump shot, bunny shot. How does that look on your screen? So, because there's some move techs where you look clean, but in reality, that shit does not look like that. It doesn't look like basically what you think. So if you say, "Hey, I'm gonna do a move tech, but kill me," from there, if I'm sliding like this and I'm like, "Oh, I thought I'm making my hitbox smaller," but in reality, you're making your hitbox bigger. So that's kind of it with the movement guide. I would just say, there's if I like I said, I can make a video on it if y'all want me to, but there's a lot of people that have like how to do certain move tech. I would take one, work on it, master it, take another one, work on it, master it. And from there, you should, not saying it's, an easy process, but you should be able to, see improvement in your gameplay. And kind of the last thing is just like your mindset. If you're going into the game knowing you're trying to get a little bit better or get better, I'm trying to get better just in just in general. Um, Probably gonna take this COD a little bit seriously. I was Crimson last COD, but that was kind of my first ranked gameplay that I did since Black Ops 2. So I mean, like, I think I did pretty well, but there was a lot of stuff I can learn about or learn on how I can take better gunfights and stuff like that. I would say if you're pretty serious about it, watch back your gameplay, especially with theater mode. If you don't take anything from me, what I say from the beginning, I think this is the most crucial part. Just because you don't know what you do wrong unless you rewatch it. These games are pretty fast, so if you think you're doing something, if you rewatch your gameplay, I promise you will see like things you could work on, things you do really well, and things you can work on. So you're like, okay, I don't need to practice that. I need to practice this. And I think that will actually help you out a lot. So from there, basically, that's kind of my move guide or just like my thoughts on like if you work a 9 to 5 or you're trying to get better, what you should try to do. Um, if you want, you can follow me on Twitch on Apples for Nasty or like, subscribe will help or anything like that. And then from there, I do run zombies and all that stuff. So if you're trying to run anything, run the Easter egg, just hit my line in the Twitch chat or even under this video and we can add you and run it. All right, peace out.